Morning. It's Thursday, November 23rd. And before I forget, let me wish all of you out there a happy Thanksgiving. And yesterday, when I was preparing my current events, I had to put a bunch of stuff together. And I was looking for 10 important items that had occurred during John F. Kennedy's presidency. And I was searching all over the internet, and I kept going back and forth and looking and finding, and everything I found was in the wrong form. They had all the items, but they were pages and pages and pages of stuff. Much too much for me to read through and carry. And I knew the basic facts anyhow. But I needed a simple way to put them on a couple pieces of paper so I could prepare to do the current events. And finally, I remembered that there's something called Chatbot, ChatGPT, or Bard or something. So I went to Bard and I asked them the question, give me a list of John F. Kennedy's 10 major accomplishments. And Bard gave me a list, a beautiful list. And then not only did he give me a list, he gave me 2 or 3 versions of the list. And he said to me, pick one. And I didn't even bother picking one. I took the first one. I went through it. It was fine. It was all the information I needed. And I proceeded to print it out. So I want to tell you something. These chatbots, ChatGPT and Bard and all of those things are wonderful tools. And they're easy to use. So for all of you who are out there and are somewhat computer literate or mobile phone experts, if you have questions that you need answers to, it's very simple to go to Bard or Chatbot or whatever bot you want to find and ask the question and get the answer. But I'll caution you on one thing. The answer may not be 100% accurate, so you'll have to check someplace else to make sure you get the proper information. Now, I didn't have to do that because I had been doing research for a couple days on this JFK death day, and I was well prepared, so I didn't have to check Bard. Bard came back with the correct information. So I just want to give you that before I talk about something else. So today is Thanksgiving, and I hope that all of you are planning and having a wonderful day. And of course that day will include a dinner of some kind, because that's what we do on Thanksgiving. The family gathers and we get together and we eat. Sometimes we eat a sumptuous meal and sometimes we don't. But whatever it is, it always involves turkey. So why? Why was the turkey the choice? The choice for the main portion of the Thanksgiving dinner? I don't know how many of you know the answer to that question, but it dawned on me that since I had just used Bard for other research that I was doing, that I was going to ask Bard that question. And this is what he told me. In the early days, it was the influence of the Native American population, because the Pilgrims and other European settlers were able to find wild turkey for their food, for their feasts. And their neighbors, the Native Americans, had long hunted and consumed turkeys, and their knowledge of preparing the bird was valuable to the settlers. That's point number 1. Point 2, there were a lot of them around, a lot of turkeys were around. And the turkey's large size and impressive presence made it a fitting centerpiece for the celebratory meal. Just think about that compared to looking at a chicken or maybe a rabbit. And then in the early days, we had guys like Benjamin Franklin and Alexander Hamilton who expressed their admiration for the turkey. So those guys, when you have guys of that stature solidifying the status of the turkey as a Thanksgiving staple, it's a winner. Franklin in particular considered the turkey to be a symbol of American values and prosperity. I never thought about that. Another very important fact to consider, adaptability to cooking methods. Turkeys can be roasted, smoked, or fried, making them very versatile for different culinary traditions and preferences. So think about that, and think about the size of the turkey's drumstick and things like that. And then the turkey breast is a wonderful piece of meat. It can be done with many, many different ways and shapes. So their size and their structure allowed for various options. And then, of course, you can stuff them, and that adds to the festive appeal. Turkeys are healthy for you. They're a lean source of protein, and they provide balanced and nutritious meals. And of course, their meat is flavorful and can be complemented by various sauces and various side dishes. So in a way, the turkey is wonderful because it can cater to many, many diverse tastes. Then, of course, there was the symbolism of abundance and gratitude. The turkey's size and impressive presence symbolized the abundance and the prosperity. And those are the themes that resonate with the spirit of Thanksgiving. We are thankful for the fact that we have nature giving us a wonderful piece of meat to eat. And the act of sharing a turkey fosters a great sense of community and gratitude. Because imagine how many people you invite over for Thanksgiving dinner. It's a tradition that's wonderful, where we have many people from the family show up and eat. And I've had as many as 18 people come over for Thanksgiving dinner occasionally. And then I've been invited to many, many Thanksgiving celebrations, and they're always wonderful. And people are always in a good mood for the most part. And so, Thanksgiving is a historical association with celebrations in this country. And it might be the oldest celebration of all time, who knows? But it's a symbolic representation of the abundance and gratitude that all in this country have contributed. And it's amazing that it remains to be the main course for the Thanksgiving dinner. And we're talking about almost 400 years of Thanksgiving dinners. The one thing I must make a comment of is that there are many in this country that can't really afford to have a Thanksgiving dinner like this. But I think the size and shape of the turkey helped those people to get to it. So we must be thankful on Thanksgiving that there is such a beast that's edible. So here's to the turkey. May they go on feeding us forever and ever and ever. Have a great day. Bye.